Hey, how you
thought
doing?
you wasn't even here today.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm finna. I'm on. I just went live. How you doing?
I'm good. I even lost my voice, so I can't even sing today.
Okay. Saw you on the Instagram.
Thank you.
What's up, everybody? Hold up. Let me do my water. I ran out of water in this one. So, all right, take care, Tracy. So I just bought the water over there. It's hot. I'm gonna pour it in here. Make sure you subscribe and do me a favor. Share this video. Share this video. How you doing? She peeking. I'm putting this water. Y'all hear that thunder? It's thunder. I put this water in here because I got a lemon in here. Make it more alkaline than it already is. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram at the Podcast with Soul. And then follow me on Spotify, the Podcast with Soul. Shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all for hitting that. Thank y'all for hitting that like button for me. Appreciate y'all. Toya D in the house. 100 grand, Mailman D. Mailman D, you be here next week. All right, so make sure you share this video. Give this video a thumbs up. It's Friday. There's no court tomorrow. Jane Doe was on the stand the whole day today. Jane Doe was on the stand the whole day. To me, personally, this wasn't a good day for Puff, to me. But I was in the overflow courtroom, and some of the other people in the courtroom thought it was a good day for Puff. I didn't think it was a good day for Puff, but some other people thought it was a good day for Puff. The reason I didn't think it was a good day for Puff, me personally, is the prosecution was very effective in painting Puffy as a bad guy. Even though nothing, what the assistant U.S. attorney Comey was trying to do today was trying to establish the sex trafficking. Between Puffy and Jane Doe. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know. It got a little rough for Puff today. We're gonna get it. Hold on. They sending me a note. Due to severe weather. Severe weather coming into New Jersey. We're gonna get into it. But today, I gotta give it to the prosecution today. But we ain't hear from the defense. The prosecution had the end of the day yesterday, and then all day today. How you doing? She ain't paying me no attention. So, what the prosecution was trying to do today was to establish the sex trafficking between Puffy and Jane Doe. And what they did a good job, what the prosecution did, they did a good job today of making Puffy look like a trash can. They did a good job. They did a good job. Whether they proved sex trafficking or not, they did an effective job of making them look bad. And I got caught up in focusing on how bad he looked instead of what he was indicted for, right? And you gotta wonder if some of the ladies and gentlemen of the jury got caught up in it too. You understand? Well, check this out. So they had another entertainer. We left off at noon where they used to call this other dude Cabral, and he would come. They had another entertainer. His name, everybody hit that like button. Let's put it on 300 real quick. Let's put it on 500 likes. It's finna start thundering and lightning. Jane Doe and Puffy were watching this dude do porn. His name is Anton Harris. Jane Doe DM'd him on Instagram while her and Puffy were watching him do porn. She DM'd him, he hit her back, they spoke on the phone. This was in Los Angeles. Jane Doe invited him over to hang out with her and her partner at Jane Doe's apartment. When Jane Doe first met Antoine Harris, he was nice, really sweet, he was bubbly, and he had a cute nervousness about him. So first she said, I reached out to him, I spoke to him on the phone, I invited him over, but I didn't want to have sex with him. That's what she said next. And I only did it to impress Puff. I had sex with Antoine Harris, Puffy watched, and Puffy was happy. They didn't give him no money. Jane Doe didn't give him no money, nor did Puffy give him no money the first time. They met up with him a good amount of times. I need 500 thumbs up. Put the thumbs up there. Double tap the screen, hit that thumbs up. They invited him back. Jane Doe and Antoine Harris had sex in the room, and Puffy would watch. Jane Doe testified on the stand that she would FaceTime Cabral and Antoine when she was with Puff. Puff would ask her. He would put the FaceTime up on the TV. Jane Doe would flirt and do sexual movements in the FaceTime. Puffy would watch. But she would never tell Antoine or Cabral that Puffy was there because she wanted them to feel comfortable. Jane Doe then would ask Cabral and Antoine for dick pics often because Puff wanted her to. I was alone with Puff. I never requested by myself. Jane Doe testified that sometimes Antoine Harris and Cabral would send her dick pics without Puffy there. I was more aggressive, horny, because I wanted to turn Puffy on. Dark Skin Jermaine. Dark Skin Jermaine, thank you for that super chat. I never saw Antoine or Cabral without Puffy. November the 9th, 2021, Jane Doe text Cabral without Puffy there. She was by herself. Puffy wasn't there. She texts Cabral, I'm so horny, I need you. So could I get some pics and videos for Puffy? He was like, all right. But Jane Doe told Cabral, let's have a conversation first to get ourselves all worked up. Cabral said, do you want me to call you on the FaceTime? Jane Doe said, yes, baby, please. Puffy not there. Jane Doe then asked Cabral, what's your full name and your date of birth? I'm so horny. She needed his name and date of birth so she could book his travel. She told him, she's booking your travel. I'm going to forward you the details when I get them. March 23rd, 2022, Cabral texts Jane Doe, I'm missing you, and sent her some explicit photos. Jane Doe said that she texted him back, looking good, and 2 smiley faces emojis. The prosecution asked her, why was your response so bland? Jane Doe said, because Puffy wasn't there. I only got salacious and really into it when Puffy was there to please Puff. But when Puff wasn't there, I would just be regular. On April the 11th, 2022, Jane Doe set up her own hotel night by herself with 2 other entertainers. She said they would have hotel nights every week or every other week at Puffy's house or at my apartment. Between February 2024 and September 2024, when Puffy got arrested, the hotel nights were much less frequent, less than 5 times. The male entertainer Don, between 2021 and 2024, would come to Puffy's house on Star Island, and they would get busy a lot of times. Dark Skin Jermaine, thank you for the super chat. Paul was another male entertainer that she saw between 2021 and 2024. She saw him very often. He was Puffy's personal trainer. Paul, she saw Paul in Los Angeles, Miami, and in Turks and Caicos more than once. But Paul would book his own travel. Then It was a dude called Leo. She called him Italian. Between 2022 and 2023, it was her birthday, and Puffy introduced Leo, the Italian, to Jane Doe on her birthday. And every so often, she had sex with Leo for Puffy in Los Angeles. Hit that thumbs up. Let's put it on 500. What I got, 354? I need 146 more. 146 more. Double tap the screen, hit that thumbs up. What's going on, man? I see you, man. I see you. Hey, you want to say what's up to the people? You can't do that. You can't do that. Then there's this other dude, Jane Doe, don't even remember his name. She had sex with him one night at the Le Mertage Hotel. He came in the room, he was sweaty, he didn't look nice, and he smelled, he stunk. Jane Doe said, I was repulsed, but I still tried to seduce him. I touched his chest, I brought him closer to me. Puffy said, do you want to taste him? Jane Doe said, I tried to avoid having oral sex with him. Puffy saw that I wasn't with it. Puffy came and grabbed me, laid me down, and Puffy started having sex with me. And the man, while Puffy having sex with her, the man who is sweaty and don't look nice and he stunk, came and stood over her. And Puffy told her to look at it. But she wasn't feeling that. So Puffy told my man, yo, you gotta go, get up out of here. He made the man leave. After that dude left, then Paul came by. They called Paul over. She was blindfolded. And Paul was there. She said she took a liking to Paul. Paul was nice. Paul was handsome. And Paul had warm energy. What's up, man?
Sean G.
How you doing, man?
Podcast for Soul, baby. All right.
Appreciate you, man. How you?
Checking you out.
Thank you, man.
All right.
What's your name, bro?
Travis.
Travis, appreciate
Travis
you.
and Talia, man.
How you doing, Talia? Y'all want to promote your joint?
Absolutely.
Come on. Check them out, y'all.
First of all, let me give you some
My
love.
man, Travis, appreciate you, man. Where you from?
We're from BGF TV. It's a streaming platform.
Okay.
It's available.
Come on in. BGF TV. Tell us.
BGF TV. We're available. It's an independent streaming platform. We stream independent films, independent TV series from all over the world. It's available on Roku TV. We're available in the Google Play Store. You can also just go directly to bgftv.com. This is Talia from BGF Creative Agency. Talia?
I'm Talia with BGF Creative Agency, Talent Management. We're all connected with BGF TV. You can follow us on IG at BGF New York or BGF Creative. Like we said, go download. Also, this is Travis Charles Johnson, star of the movie Hoorah 99, starring himself, Ja Rule, Kevin Navarro. Directed by Ash Innovator, produced by executive producer Siesta, is making its world premiere next Saturday at the American Black Film Festival.
Absolutely.
American Black Film Festival is a very big thing. This movie has been chosen out of thousands of persons. It's sold out. We in the building. Go follow at Hoorah 99 on IG.
That's
Support
enough about us.
We gonna support you. We got you. We love Sean G.
Right. I want to tell you why we just rolled up on Sean G, because he doesn't know, because we just rolled up on him. If you're watching this trial and you're paying attention, you following him, you subscribe to him, I don't have to tell you. He's giving you the real story as it relates to what's going on in the buildings behind us. He's giving you the real story, so there's no bias. He's not picking a side. He's taking notes because he's in the courtroom. So if you want a real feel, you can't judge without a real feel. We all like to judge what's going to happen. If you want the best information to be able to make some of the best decisions on a daily basis, you got to check Sean G.
John, I appreciate you.
We
All right.
tune in
BGF
every
TV. Talia,
right.
thank you.
Thank you.
All the best to y'all.
Love you, man.
All right,
Support.
all right.
All right.
BGF TV. So then another dude came, another male entertainer. His name was Michael. Jane Doe said he was really nice. He was attractive. She took in the liking to him, and he took a liking to her. She only had sex with him twice. They met at the hotel, The Edition in Los Angeles, and Puff told her something new is coming. This is in 2022 and 2023. Mr. International, thank you for the super chat. After Michael, another dude came. She don't remember his name. This was on her birthday in 2023. She went to Miami to celebrate her birthday with Puff. Told Puff before she went to Miami, I don't want to do no hotel night. I just want to chill with you.
All of them is free.
I want to chill with you. I only want to have sex with you. I only want to hang with you. I don't want to do nothing but with you. But she said, when she got there, Puff gave her a necklace for a gift. They went to dinner at Nobu, and then she started crying. Then she started crying right there. She started crying right there. So she told Puff from the door, I don't want to do a hotel night, but this dude shows up. She don't know his name. So her and the dude start having sex, and she asked the dude for a condom. Or she asked Puffy for a condom. And she said Puff was standing back here. She said,
Sean, love, we're gonna watch it.
all right, Trap.
Appreciate it.
Peace, man. All right. She having sex with my man, Puffy watching. She asked Puffy for a condom, and she said Puffy in the back saying this, giving her the ice grill like, you better not ask for no condom. You better not ask for no condom. But then she said Puff gave her the condom. But Puff was disappointed. The man finished. After me and the man finished, me and Puff left that room, left that suite, and we went into a bigger suite. Puffy had, for my birthday, it was a surprise in the bigger suite. Puffy had me a cake, some flowers, a dope bracelet, and some balloons. While we were in the bigger suite, then Cabral came. Her and Cabral had hours and hours of sex and foreplay, and Puffy was watching. Cabral left. Then Puffy told her, Don is coming. She said that when Puffy told her Don was coming, she said, I reacted like it was nothing, but I hated it. And then I had sex with Don, then I had sex with Puff. On the stand, Jane Doe testified that on her own, under her own volition, under her own choice, she would reach out to Antoine, Cabral, Paul, and Don on her own. Then she said that one time, as a surprise for Puffy, Puffy had been on a long trip. He was working hard. She surprised Puff. Puff didn't know it was going to be a hotel night. She surprised Puff. And she arranged 2 hotel nights for Puff for Valentine's Day. She did that on her own. From May 2021 to October 2023, Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey asked her, "Did you love Puffy?" Jane Doe replied on the stand under oath, "I loved him very, very deeply." Assistant U.S. Attorney, "Did you tell him?" Jane Doe, "I told him every day. Jane Doe testified that some of Puffy's assistants and a security guard named J9 would bring Puffy cash, and that she visibly saw Puffy hand cash to Don, hand cash to Paul, after they both got finished having sex with Jane Doe. Jane Doe said that I handed money to Antoine and I handed money to Cabral. Assistant U.S. Attorney said, "Who gave you the money?" "Puffy gave me the money. And I paid when they was finished." Puffy would record the hotel nights on his iPhone, and he would tell the male entertainer and Jane Doe, "It's just for us." Puffy would give me instructions and directions on what to do. "Put the baby oil on you. Touch yourself." Jane Doe says that she would stay in the same position for many hours. Puffy would ask her, "Do you want to taste it? Do you want to stroke it? Let it drip?" Jane Doe said, "I was fine with it." She would be on ecstasy and Molly. "I didn't enjoy it, but I acted like I did to put on a good show for Puff. I was role playing." Me and Puffy would role play and come up with names and characters for each other. I would give him a character name, he would give me one, and we would role play. We would laugh and joke because I was happy. Assistant U.S. Attorney, Ms. Comey, then put up some pictures of Jane Doe. She put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. She put up 15 pictures that only Jane Doe could see and the jury could see. The attorneys couldn't even see it. Nobody in the courtroom could see it but Jane Doe and the jury. It was a picture with Jane Doe and Don, Jane Doe and Cabral, Jane Doe and Paul, Jane Doe and Cabral, Jane Doe and Don, Jane Doe and Leo, Jane Doe with Don, Jane Doe with Paul, Jane Doe with Antoine, Jane Doe with Cabral, Jane Doe with Paul, Jane Doe with Cabral, Jane Doe with Don, Jane Doe with Paul, Jane Doe with Don. And in these pictures, Puffy was there. And in preparation for these hotel nights, she would get her nails done, her hair done, get a tan, makeup. What's up?
Yes, sir, brother.
What's up, baby? Makeup. She would buy outfits, and she would wear high heel shoes. and she would have so much baby oil on, the baby oil would get down on her feet, and her feet would be slippery inside the high heel shoes. Puffy asked her to pierce her nipples because it turned them on, and she got her nipples pierced. KK set up the appointment for her to get her nipples pierced. She didn't like that her nipples were pierced because they were snagged on her lingerie, so she took the nipples out. But Puffy would say like, yo, where my piercings at? She said that after the hotel nights, her shoulders would hurt, her back would hurt, and her lower back would hurt. From these hotel nights, hold on, y'all. Let me get 800 thumbs up. Hit them thumbs up. From doing all of these hotel nights, she got urinary tract infections almost every week. She needed to get on antibiotics. Sometimes she would tell Puff, and sometimes she wouldn't tell Puff. She said here and there, I would still have sex with the urinary tract infection. And she said she got yeast infection. She said that her vagina would be sore, but she would never tell Puffy. And she would 100% be sore in her pelvic area. Once she said that, the judge said, sidebar, 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 sidebar. The judge called a sidebar. What the judge called, Jeter? What the judge called, y'all? Put it in the live chat. What he called? Drill 420. All right, check me out. Now, at this point, the assistant U.S. attorney is bringing up text messages. November 2021, Jane Doe testified on the stand under oath that Jane Doe was jealous of Puffy giving quality time to other women that she wanted and she begged him for. Some woman that he was with was posting Instagram stories of her and Puffy at Puffy's gym and the studio. And she said on the stand, she wanted to spend that quality time with Puff. But Puff was spending this other quality time with another honey and not with her. She texts Puff, I thought you wanted to see me, but it was a Don and Sly moment. Hotel vibes. I see what I'm turning into. I need a breather and a break from you. Happy Thanksgiving. Your intentions are in plain sight. You don't deserve me. And don't say you miss me. The assistant U.S. attorney then entered into evidence a voice note that Puffy sent her. And on this voice note, Puffy said, look, I don't have a bunch of guy friends. I don't have a bunch of dudes as my friends. I'm single. We working out. I'm not gonna lock myself up I'm a human being. And even if I just got through fucking this girl, I'm single. You be sad all you want. That's what Puffy sent her in the voice note. Just like that. Just like that. Jane Doe texts Puffy back, you lying. You laying up with her. She has been there at your house for days. I see the posts on Instagram. It's not me you miss or want. It's the hotel nights. Puffy said good night. No, Puffy said goodbye. And then she texts Puffy, said FaceTime me. Jane Doe said they would fight about the hotel nights, and then they would FaceTime each other. All right, man. Then they would FaceTime each other. What's up, bro? I see you. They would FaceTime each other and make up. February 5th, 2022, Jane Doe had a birthday. Puffy threw her birthday at the Waldorf in Los Angeles. She texts Puffy, should I put on the black dress? Puffy said, yeah, black. She texts Puffy back, all right, I'm gonna put on the black dress. How many people I got? I need 2,000 people in here. I need y'all to take this video, time out, sidebar, y'all gotta give me 2,000 people. Sidebar, everybody share this video. Sean G call it sidebar. Share it with somebody. We gotta get 2,000. At this birthday party, Jane Doe testified, I expected to be with Puffy alone because it was my birthday. But when I got with Puff at the Waldorf in Los Angeles, Puff told me I got entertainment coming. Jane Doe said I was really high and I was okay with it. Then, after her birthday, after Puff through her birthday, hung out with her on her birthday at the Waldorf in Los Angeles, run them numbers up, man. They went their separate ways. And then Puffy got with another honey and went to some island, and it was that girl's birthday. And Puffy had put all kind of balloons on the plane, and they was at a villa. They showed the jet, and the girl and Puffy was putting it on their Instagram stories. And Jane Doe is seeing it, and Jane Doe got mad. Jane Doe got mad because Jane Doe saying, you was just with me at my birthday at the Waldorf, right? And we had a hotel night with another dude, but for this girl, you taking her on the plane, you taking her to Turks and Caicos. I've been telling you, I want to go to Turks and Caicos with you. I've been telling you, take me to Turks and Caicos, but you ain't taking me, you taking her. Only thing you do with me is these hotel nights. I want to go to Turks and Caicos, but you taking these other women. On February 11th, 2022, I don't know how we're gonna make it. This is a proper birthday plan. She was just a business partner. So Puffy is texting her, she was just a business partner. And Puffy telling her like, I don't know how we gonna make it because you keep getting mad about these other women I'm dating when I told you up front I date multiple women. Jane Doe texted back and said, I don't ever want to do a hotel night with you. I felt so cheap. But Puffy promised her to take her on a trip, and they start doing more hotel nights. Same thing. Now, this is an interesting point. I want y'all to pay close attention to this part. Eric Nicholson, what up, man? Thank you for that super chat. Look at the pigeons right there. Look at my pigeons in my video. I got the dope pigeons. Look at my pigeons in my video. Look at my pigeons. My pigeons in my video better than your pigeons. So I guess there's something in a cell phone, in an iPhone called Notes. And what Jane Doe used to do is go to her notes and as a form of therapy, type things in her phone, expressing herself, getting her pain and anguish out to herself in the notes. She would type it in. She wouldn't tell nobody. She don't never talk about no friends. So what she would wrote is, in these notes, this is Jane Doe typing notes to herself in her phone. Puffy promised me date nights, dinners, plans, and trips. I don't know why you calling me. I don't want to do drugs for days and days. What's going on, bro? To fulfill your freaky desires. I want more than that. We both deserve love. Who you filming me for, man?
Oh, this is my TikTok on my live right now. I know you from over there. You used to be over there. I don't know why you come and do your joint over here now, but I remember you from over
What's
there.
What's your name?
They call me Big Mike.
Big Mike?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Big Mike. Appreciate
no disrespect to you, brother.
My man. You good, Mike, you good. Then she write another note. That first note was November 26, 2022. Then she write another note, December 12th, 2022. I'm done being used by you, and I'm giving you foot rubs. 2023, her birthday, her and Puffy got together. I'm done being used by you. No. I always wanted to kiss him, touch him. I loved him. So after all of this heartbreak, seeing Puffy on Instagram with the other honey, seeing Puffy on Instagram with the other honeys, she fed up. I'm done with you. On her birthday in 2023, she get back with Puff. She said, I always wanted to kiss Puff, touch Puff. I love Puff. After my birthday, he left me, and the girl he was with posted on Instagram that she had a plane and he's going somewhere with her. It broke my heart. She texts Puff, are you going on a trip? February 12th, 2023, Puffy texts her back, I didn't tell you I was going on a trip because I didn't tell her when I'm with you. When I'm with you, LGR the Great. When I'm with you, I don't tell her I'm with you. So when I'm with her, I'm not finna tell you I'm with her or tell her I'm with you. Puffy took this girl to Italy 2 times, St. Bart's, and Turks and Caicos. Puffy texted her back, "You look like you had a great party with your girlfriends." So after Puffy got with her on her birthday, Puffy spent her birthday with her. Then Puffy, after he spent her birthday with her, he dipped with the other honey and they left. Jane Doe then went and celebrated her birthday with her girlfriends, and Puffy paid for the party. The party that she went and spent with her girlfriends, Puffy paid for that after he had already spent time with her on her birthday. When he was going with the other girl, he was already left with the other honey. Jane Doe texts Puffy, "I'd like to get off the hamster wheel. I deserve it too. Of all the places you picked to take this girl after you spent your birthday with me, you took her to Turks and Caicos. I've been telling you I want to go to Turks and Caicos with you. I've been telling you that. I tell you all the time that I want to go to Turks and Caicos with you. And then you take her. When you gonna take me?" This is what she texted. "When you gonna take me?" What's up, man?
What's going on?
All right. Muso Bronze, thank you for that super chat. Jane Doe text the Puff, "You knew I was with 3 guys and I was tired and I wanted to go to Turks." Puffy texts her back, "Yo, let's just be friends. I'm tired of you throwing sex in my face all the time. I'm tired of you comparing yourself to the other women." Kingston 8. Kingston 8, thank you for the super chat. Kingston, Jamaica. Sidebar. Puffy texts her, "Let's just be friends. I'm tired of you throwing sex in my face. I'm tired of you comparing yourself to the other women." Jane Doe texts Puffy back, "This how you breaking my heart? This how you breaking up with me, breaking my heart while you on a trip with another woman in Turks and Caicos? You breaking up with me?" To add to your fucked up lie, you break up with me. You are the only man in my life, and you took someone else on a trip. I've been wanting to go with you for years. I've been wanting to go to Turks and Caicos, but you took her. Puffy texts her back, "Let's be friends. I can't take this part. I'm tired of you telling me what I'm doing wrong." Jane Doe, "Don't I give you everything you want? What am I doing wrong? You breaking my heart. I've been asking you to go on a trip and you take another woman." Puffy, "I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to break your heart. Anything you've asked me for, I've done." Then they don't talk to each other for like 13 days. I got 2,000 people. I need 200 more people. Share this video. Share this video. 13 days later, Jane Doe don't text Puff. Puff don't text her. No communication. Puffy wake up one morning and say, "Hello, good morning. Let me make it up to you. I miss you." Jane Doe said, "What's up, man?"
Just taking a photo.
My man. Jane Doe said, "I ain't talked to Puff. I had booked me a trip to Paris." Jane Doe, "I need 87 more people. Share this video. Let's put it on 2,000. I ain't never had 2,000 people in here. Let's put it on 2,000. Jane Doe ain't seen Puffy in 13 days. She booked her flight to go to Paris. I got 2,000, 1921. Jane Doe testified on the stand under oath that while she was at the airport on the way to Paris, Puffy called her 30 times and texted her, Paris, Paris. I don't know how Puffy found out I was going to Paris. I didn't reply. This is March the 12th, 2023. When I came back from Paris, me and Puffy hooked up and we planned the trip. Puffy texted me, plan a night of debauchery, and after we do the debauchery, we on our way on a jet to the beach. Jane Doe said, nah, I don't want to do no debauchery. I just want to be with you. Puffy said, okay. Her and Puffy met for dinner in Miami, and Puffy was mad and agitated about me going to Paris. And Puffy said to her, why you do that? Why you go to Paris? Why you do me like that? How was Paris? What's up?
Let's see what you're doing.
I'm filming. I'm on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. You want to say what's up? Come in. Say what's up to the people. Come on.
I don't want them to see me.
You don't want them to see you?
Yeah.
You want them to see you or you don't?
If I say something, I'll close my eyes. So they
That's
can
all right. Come
recognize
on.
me.
Come on.
For real?
Close your eyes. Come over here. Close your eyes and say hello. What's your name?
Cindy.
Cindy. Come on, Cindy. Say what's up to him.
Who's your audience?
I got 170,000 people
Really?
around the world. Come say hi to him.
Oh, okay.
Check my girl Cindy out, y'all. Check my girl Cindy out. Come on, you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to get yourself. You look fine. You look good. Come on. Come
Okay.
on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Say hi.
Hello.
Where you from?
I'm from Ohio.
Tell him. What part of Ohio?
I'm from East Lake, Ohio.
East Lake,
East Lake.
East Lake, Ohio. What you doing in New York?
I'm visiting my sister for 2 weeks. I'm on vacation.
What nationality are you?
I am Chinese.
Man, shout out to the Chinese.
Yeah, sound to the Chinese.
What's your name again?
My name.
Cindy.
No, don't give my real name.
Okay.
My name is Bobo.
Her name Bobo. But Bobo, let me finish. I gotta finish. I'm doing something here.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you and
Okay.
enjoy your weekend. All the best to you.
What's your channel so I can look up?
The podcast with Soul.
What?
The podcast with Soul
You have a thing I can scan?
on YouTube.
Podcast.
The podcast with Soul. So, Jane Doe said that she missed Puff. She showed a picture of her and Puffy together. 1999, I need 2,000. One more. One more for 2,000. Put it on 2,000.
Mina,
That's it. The podcast.
that podcast.
That's it. 2,000, where we at? 1999. 2,000, there it go. There it go. Check me out. 2,000 in the joint.
What's your name?
Sean G.
Sean, what's
Sean G. S-E-A-N-G.
What's S-E?
Sean G. S-E-A-N-G. G as in great. Like how I am.
S-H-A-W-N?
Come on, Bobo, we're not gonna do this now. S-E-A-N. S-E-A-N.
Okay.
All right? I gotta finish what I'm doing here. I'm working.
Sorry.
All right. Jane Doe showed a picture of her and Puffy together. Her and Puffy took a pill and they went to the Mandarin Hotel to watch porn. While they in the Mandarin Hotel watching porn, Puffy said, "Do you want me to call Don?" Don came over. She had sex with Don. And then the next day, her and Puff got on a jet and they went to Turks and Caicos. She got her Turks and Caicos trip. They went to Turks and Caicos.
You're a reporter.
When they got to Turks and Caicos, Jane Doe and Puffy made love all night. They woke up and Paul, the male entertainer, was there. They had a hotel night with Paul for 24 hours straight. Her and Paul, take care. Paul came to Turks and Caicos, and her and Paul got busy for 24 hours straight. Puffy was watching. She said, "I was happy." After Paul left, her and Puffy cuddled together. They went to sleep, woke up. Puffy asked Jane Doe, "Do you have more in you?" Paul came back. Puffy gave her a beautiful bracelet. I was super happy and I embraced Puff. When Paul came back, this was gonna be their 4th round. Her and Paul tried to have sex, but she couldn't because her kitty cat was very sore. Jane Doe and Paul was trying to have sex, and Puffy said, "Oh, you can't take no more dick?" Jane Doe said, "You only brought me here to suck dick." And she took the bracelet off and threw the bracelet and walked out of the villa. Puffy went running behind her, caught her, they talked, and Puffy told her when he caught up to her, "Are you crazy? How could you make me look like that in front of Paul? You owe Paul an apology." Jane Doe apologized to Paul in a text message. "What you want from me, man? What you want from me, man? I'm just a reporter, man. That's it." March the 19th, 2023, Jane Doe texts Paul, or Paul texts her, "I'm leaving." Jane Doe texts Paul back, "Okay, did you let him know you were leaving?" Paul said, "Yeah, I texted him, but he didn't reply." Jane Doe said, I'll let him know." She said that her and Paul had sex for 24 hours with no break, 24 hours straight. Her and Puffy jumped on a private jet and went back to Miami. Now, this is where it gets inconsistent. I need y'all to check me out. 2100 Live. Now, March the 19th, 2023. March 19th, 2023. Paul texts Jane Doe, "I'm leaving." Jane Doe, "Did you let Puffy know?" "I did, he didn't answer." Okay. Now, immediately after that, Jane Doe say, "We go back to Miami." Then the U.S. attorney pulls up a text message dated March the 16th, 2023 3 days before the text message between Jane Doe and Paul, where they already in Turks and Caicos. She puts up a text message dated 3/16/2023 that Jane Doe texts Cabral and says, would you be available to come to Turks and Caicos with me and Puff? You need your passport and your vaccination. She says, I invited Cabral to come to Turks and Caicos to make up for what I did with Paul. But how could you send a text message on the 16th and you said you did that to make up with Paul when the situation with Paul had not even taken place, and Cabral was in Atlanta and you and Puffy was in Turks and Caicos with Paul? So how could you do something? It don't make sense. The dates ain't right. The dates ain't right. But what it probably really was, she invited Cabral first to come with them to Turks and Caicos. So anyway, let me get some water because my throat's starting to hurt. Let me get some water. Hold up. So they fly back to Miami. Soon as they get to Miami, Jane Doe book a flight for Cabral to come to Miami. Jane Doe and Cabral do their thing, and then Jane Doe texts Cabral, tonight was amazing. Thanks for bringing that good energy. So it get a little funky right there. It get a little funky right there for the prosecution. Because Jane Doe is saying on March 16th, she texts Cabral to come to Turks and Caicos to make up for what she did with Paul when her and Paul's thing happened on March the 18th. So how could you send a text message to somebody to make up for something that ain't even happened yet? Check me out. So when they got back to Miami, her and Puffy had to sit down. When they got back to Miami, her and Puffy had to sit down, and they came up with a love contract. Jane Doe and Puffy sat down and said, yo, let's not fight no more. Let's come up with a love contract for 2 years, 24 months. The love contract, check me out. Puffy asks her, this her testimony. Everybody put love contract in the live chat. Put love contract in the live chat. I'll be right back. Hold up. Everybody put love contract. Put it in there. All right, check me out. This is a 2-year love contract. Puffy said, I'm gonna give you an allowance every month. How much do you want? Jane Doe said, I want $15,000. Puffy said, nah, never that. I'm gonna give you $10,000. Jane Doe said, bet, I'll take the dime. So they made a love contract for $10,000 a month for 2 years. That's $240,000 over a 2-year period. 240. Jane Doe testified on the stand under oath that Puffy kept his word, gave her the $10,000. She took the whole $10,000 and went and found a house for just her and her child, a big ass house for her and a baby, and the rent was $10,000 a month. She took the whole allowance and spent it all on the rent. She testified, I used the entire allowance for rent so that I could have space for me and my child. And I could have room, a spacious place, and I felt balance. I had been in a relationship for 2 years. The assistant U.S. attorney said, who paid the rent? Now this happened, this is March 2023. This is March 2023. Who paid the rent? She said, Puffy. Puffy got arrested March 2024, a year later. The assistant prosecutor said, who paying the rent now? She said, Puffy. Puffy still paying the rent.
Type shit.
What's up, baby? What's going on?
Good.
Puffy, facing 30 years to life, he paying Jane Doe's rent, paying these big lawyers, Jane Doe is on the stand as a prosecution witness to help send him to the penitentiary for 20, 30 years, maybe life, and he still kept his word, and he's still paying the rent. And the man that's paying your rent, you cooperating against him. I'm telling you, boy, the human being ain't no good. Jane Doe, Puffy also paid for my teeth. Puffy didn't like my teeth, so Puffy bought me new veneers. Puffy paid my rent, is paying my rent, and Puffy gave me $15,000 to put some furniture in the house. Jane Doe testified. After that, I went out and opened up 3 credit cards, and I went into debt, trying to furnish the house. Let me tell y'all ladies something. Let me tell y'all dudes something. Let me tell y'all something. About 38 years old, I had acquired $1 million net worth in this country. Me, telling y'all my story. Telling y'all my story. I was 38 years old. I worked hard. I was a licensed real estate broker. I had a tax business. If you know my story, you know. But let me tell you how I got rich. Let me tell you how I got rich. All the niggas I knew was buying motorcycles, 8-ball jackets, Pele jackets. They was going to the club, the Tunnel. This is in the 90s. They buying cars, putting 5-star rims on them, Alpine system, big speakers. And I was in my apartment. I didn't have no cable TV. I made a choice. I didn't have no cable TV. I think I even took my television out my house. All I had was a telephone. I didn't go out to the club. I didn't buy no clothes. My mantra was increase revenue, reduce expenses. Sean, increase revenue, reduce expenses. Increase revenue, reduce expenses. I lived like a Viking for about 8 or 9 years. And the people that know me know this story is true. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. I didn't spend no money. And by the time I was 38, I had a $1.2 million net worth. My money was tall. It took me about 9 years to get there, but in the beginning, my money was down here. My money was here. My money was here. I was broke. I was broke. I used to go get a loaf of bread and eat the loaf of bread with tap water. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And let me tell you ladies something. And the dudes too, but the ladies, y'all so dumb. Y'all so dumb. You allow yourselves to be influenced by Instagram, actresses, female singers and rappers who all faking. They all faking. And you take all of your money and you spend it on shit that you don't need to. This man, Puffy, told this girl, I'm gonna give you $10,000 a month. This idiot go out and spend the whole $10,000 on rent for just her and her child. The smart thing to do, she should have said, yo, this nigga giving me $10,000 a month. I'm gonna go get a crib for $3,000 a month, $3,500. I got $6,500 left. Boom, I'm gonna take 4 of that. I'm gonna bank that every month. That'll be $48,000 in a year, $96,000 in 2 years. So if this nigga start acting funny, you understand, and want to dip or change his mind, at the end of the day, I come out of this situation with $96,000. She didn't think. You gotta use your brain. You gotta use your brain. When I was trying to get rich, I drove a used car. I would go get a car, I would go buy a car for $500 and ride that. I would go get a $500 car, put minimal insurance on it, just liability, and I rode around in that. I rode around in that. I wasn't gonna go get no brand new BMW, $600 a month, insurance $300 a month, and I'm struggling. Nah, man. Stupid. Dumb. 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 She went and rented a house for just her and one child. Dumb. Dumb. And she getting child support from her child's father. She getting child support from her child's father. She got that money and she took the whole $10,000 and put it on rent. Anyway, in August of 2023, Jane Doe promised Puffy, under her own volition, under her own choice, exercising her own judgment, she said, Puffy, I'm gonna do an all-star party with you. And an all-star party, everybody put all-star party in the live chat. Put all-star party in the live chat. Hold up, y'all, let me get my water. All-star party. Put all-star party in the live chat. I bet. All-star party. Hold up, let me put my Cash App up there. Shout out to all the Cash App. Frou Fines, Todd Kelly, Quasim Henry, Curtis Mason, Robert Williams, Anthony Staten, Doug Macklin, Lisa Spells, Yemi, all that. Hold up, let me put my Cash App joint up there, in case y'all want to show me some love. What's up, man? You want to say what's up to my people? There go my Cash App right there. So, the All-Star Party, Jane Doe, under her own choice, her own judgment, her own volition, her own decision making, said, Puffy, I'm gonna do an all-star party for you. I'm gonna invite the top 3 or 4 male escorts and bring them all together for a hotel night because I love you. She said, should I message the escorts or should I message KK? We gonna do it at the hotel or we gonna do it at my house? She said, I can make it happen tonight. Puffy texts her back. So I guess she had been promising this to Puff, but it ain't happened. So Puffy sent her a text. Yo, you got me all hyped up about this all-star party, but shit, ain't nothing happened. Is something wrong with your pussy? Is your face broken out? Then I think she said Puffy sent her another $15,000 or $10,000 or $25,000 for furniture. Jane Doe texts Puffy back, I need a break from the drugs and my body needs a break. She said these men are a lot of energy and they're very big. Puffy texts her back, well, we ain't got to do 3 or 4. We could just do 1 if you want. Jane Doe texts Puffy back, I just got my period, and she sends Puffy a picture with a pink tissue. And that tomorrow it will be bloody red. We need to postpone the all-star party. Puffy got mad. Puffy hot. Puff hot. Puffy mad. According to her testimony, Puffy texts her back, you only said that because you was high. I'm stressed out. I'm mad as fuck. You playing with me. You didn't even suggest a movie night or coming to see me. I'm done. You not being honest. I think Puffy think she's seeing somebody else. Jane Doe texts him back, I love you. I'm sorry. Stop by after the girls' game. Puffy texts her back, you played me. That's whack as fuck. Fuck you for real. Leave me alone. Jane Doe sent Puffy back a picture of a bloody tampon. My first day of my period is rough. I didn't feel like doing a movie night. Now, when Puffy and Jane Doe do a movie night, that's Jane Doe going over by Puffy, and her and Puffy watching porn or watching sex tapes that they made that are new, or watching some old sex tapes. Jane Doe texts him back saying, yo, you bringing up my child's father, calling me a bitch, calling me a liar, that's not cool. You understand? I'm tired of you treating me that way. I'm tired of you talking to me that way. I'm being honest with you. My period came, you understand? And you ain't treating me right. Puffy don't even reply. 3 days later, Puffy texts her good morning. But Jane Doe say, yo, you not even gonna apologize. You called me a bitch. You said this and that, I'm a liar. You accusing me of something I didn't do. Then the assistant U.S. attorney played a voice note. She played a voice note that Puffy sent her. Puffy sent her in the voice note. You can hear it live in the courtroom in Puffy's voice. I'm not gonna play these games. I ain't got no time for games. You moving on. Be clear. You need to get on your job. I'll disappear on you. I'll give you a rude awakening. I'm on my job. The assistant U.S. attorney latched on to that. And she asked Jane Doe on the stand, what do you think Puffy meant by you need to get on your job? Jane Doe said, taking care of him, being there for him. And Jane Doe said, you making this sound transactional, you always bringing up paying for the rent. So what the prosecution is attempting to establish here with this testimony is that when Puffy said, you need to get on your job, and he paying her rent and all that, giving her money, that in exchange for the money, she got to do the hotel next. Puffy sent her another voice note. They played it in the courtroom. Puffy told her, yo, let's move on. Jane Doe texts him back, how can I move on and you call me a bitch? Jane Doe then sent Puffy a text message of a picture of flowers that she got off of Puffy's Instagram or his other girlfriend's Instagram. Puffy gave another girl some flowers with a caption. Jane Doe went and took a screenshot of the flowers that Puffy gave to the other honey, and she sent it to Puff. She said, the flowers you sent her was better than mine. her flowers was better than my flowers. You sent her flowers was better than my flowers. And the card you gave me was dry. 3 days later, they do a FaceTime and they make up. And then that was it. Now, this was an interesting part. This is like 5 o'clock. Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey said, yo, Your Honor, I think this is a good place to stop and we can continue on Monday morning. So the judge was like, I bet. He instructed the jury. He said, yo, when y'all leave, don't read no newspapers, don't go online, don't read nothing about the case, don't discuss the case with one another, and I'll see y'all on Monday morning at 9 o'clock. Now, when the jury left and Jane Doe left, Mark Agnifilo, which is Puffy's lead attorney, he stood up and made this point. He said, Your Honor, I object, and I'm gonna do a letter. I'm gonna do a formal objection in letter form. I object to the notes that Jane Doe is writing to herself in her phone being entered into evidence, because in these notes that she's writing to herself to express her hurt to herself to feel better, she called Puffy a pathological liar and that Puffy lied to her face. And what Mark Agnifilo said was, by her calling Puffy a pathological liar and saying Puffy lied to her face in these notes, insinuates and infers that being that he got multiple honeys, he got a honey over there, he's seeing multiple women, that her jealousy, when he told her up front he see multiple women, now because she in love with him, she trying to say he a liar. But he already told her from the door that I see multiple women. And what the government is trying to do is to establish sex trafficking by fraud by saying that Puffy was lying. Assistant U.S., how you doing? I'm live on YouTube. You want to say what's up to my people?
I'm good. I gotta go.
You sure? All right. What's up, man? What's going on? Thank you, man. All right. Maureen Comey, Assistant U.S. Attorney, got up and she says, Your Honor, I disagree with everything Mark Agnifilo said. These notes should be left in because it's, what's up, man? You want to say what's up to the people?
I just want to say what's up to you.
My man, appreciate you, bro. Your Honor, I disagree with everything Mark Agnifilo said. These notes, even though they're between her and herself and they're expressions of the thoughts in her mind, it indicates her state of mind. And what she's talking about, the lies that Puffy told, is that sometimes he invited her to hotel nights, but didn't tell her it was gonna be a dude there. And this is material. So the judge, you know what I'm saying? He listening to her, he listening to him, and he told Mark Agnifilo, put it in a letter form, and we're gonna deal with that on Monday. That's it. Look at that, I ran out of notebook. I ain't got no more pages, look. I ran out of notebook. This is the last page. Ain't no more. Look at my notes. I got the dope notes, man. My notes is the best. There go one of my members right there. Thomas Breeze, what up? Puff will beat the case, but he can't come back outside. We know too much now. I got the dope notes, man. All right, so I'm finished. How long I been on here? Hour and 30 minutes. I'm hungry. I ain't had nothing to eat all day. You understand? I'm gonna go home and do about 200 push-ups. I think I'm gonna make me a hamburger. I think I'm gonna make me and Lil Sean some hamburgers. I make the fat hamburgers. My hamburgers, the hamburgers I make be better than your hamburgers. You can't make hamburgers better than me. My hamburger's better than your hamburger. So that's it. So, Assistant U.S. Attorney said that Jane Doe will come back on the stand Monday, and she probably gonna go the whole day with Jane Doe on the stand. With Jane Doe on the stand. Chuck Love. So I'm tired, man. I'm glad we ain't gotta come over here tomorrow, man. Yo, this is a grind, man. This is a grind, man. But I'm gonna put up some videos over the weekend. I'm gonna put up several videos tomorrow and Sunday. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let me make sure my knot. See, I make sure I keep my knot right in the middle so I look perfect. I like my knot to be perfect. So I'm getting ready to get up out of here. It don't never stop. Let me ask y'all a question before I go. Before I go. If I can ask y'all a question, put a 2 in the live chat if I can ask y'all a question. I got one question. Yo, Hexius, what up? All right, here we go. Who that right there? Annette. Antoinette Payne, thank you, baby. All right, so look. Right now, as it stands right now, is Puffy guilty or not guilty? Put it in the live chat. Guilty or not guilty of RICO? Put it in the live chat. Let's see what we got. Lady J, I saw you. Is that Lady J? All right, so look, I'm gonna let y'all figure that out. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm hot. I appreciate y'all coming. Thank you. Please share this video. I'll see y'all on Monday. But look, I'm putting up videos tomorrow and Sunday. Don't never stop. I work harder than anybody, man. I got a mean work ethic, man. All right, let me get up out of here. Sean G. Peace. Make sure y'all share this video. Peace.